Just great on-ball defense by Padula there.
North Carolina's really struggled. 7 turnovers, only shooting 36%. Nance makes it a 10-point game.
They just hadn't had an ability to get anything easy. And just a good move there by Pete Nance with the hook.
Use it or lose it timeout for Mike Young. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Hokies, one final possession at the end of this first half.
Relax yourself in heat and soothe yourself in massaging vibrations with calming heat from Sharper Image, the revolutionary massaging weighted heating pad. Calming heat combines the soothing benefits of weighted pressure with the warming relief of an extra large heating pad, plus massaging vibrations. Order now at calmingheat.com to get free shipping on your entire order. Plus, get 50% off a second Calming Heat from Sharper Image.
Virginia Tech has made their last 3. They've got a 10-point lead. Less than 14 seconds left at the end of this first half. What do you think Mike Young just drew up in the huddle?
He has many options out there on the floor. I mean, look at his lineup out there. I mean, obviously putting the ball in Padula's hands to make a play. But right now, maybe a ball screen with Basilio Mutz.
There's Mutz. 3 seconds to work with. Goes up, and it rolls off the rim. No good. North Carolina, a crucial stop. But the Tar Heels, a season low, 27 first half points tonight.
Credit to Hokies defense. Nothing's been easy. They forced some early turnovers. They've gotten a couple Tar Heels and 2 fouls. Got them in foul trouble early. Credit to Virginia Tech. They're carving them up in the half court in the offensive end.
Joined now by the Hokies head coach, Mike Young. And Coach, a surprise, no Armando Bacot for North Carolina. How have you adjusted the game plan on the fly because it's working for you?
Well, I mean, there's no game plan. You expect him to play, and I hate that he's not playing. I hate to see young people nicked up like that, but this is what we have, and they still are very formidable, as we know, with Nance and others. So, not a bad first half. We got a long way to go, fellas.
Mike, you've done a great job. You talked about it before. You guys have, when you played in the half court, you've executed and got whatever you want with pace and purpose. You've taken a couple of quick shots.
Yeah, we have Randolph. Sean took one, but he's earned more of a green light.
He has.
Shot selection has to improve. We'll talk about that here at the half. But all in all, I thought a pretty good half of basketball.
We've enjoyed it. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, fellas. Yep.
It's certainly an enjoying this atmosphere, Randolph.
How do you not enjoy this? It didn't get any better than this.
The Hokies up 10, Castle Coliseum rocking. We'll be back for the second half in Blacksburg in a bit.
You'd do anything to give her everything. We'll help guide you every step of the way.
In my home, we are always busy and keep things on a tight schedule, so having HelloFresh in our home is a must. HelloFresh has everything from family-friendly meals to fit and wholesome to quick and easy options like this 25-minute black bean and pepper quesadilla. They send you step-by-step instructions with perfectly pre-measured ingredients that makes cooking super easy for anyone. There are 0 chef skills needed. So when it's all said and done, HelloFresh always has my back in helping me and my family's busy schedule.
Go to HelloFresh.com/TV18 for up to 18 free meals plus 3 free gifts.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you. I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy. Switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Everyone is ready for Monday Night Football.
Now you waited your whole life for this.
Because this NFC South matchup brings the heat.
They don't like us, we don't like them.
And Kamara and the Saints, or Brady and the Bucs, march out to the victory.
A lot of football. A lot of football, boys.
The Saints meet the Buccaneers.
Say hello to Rocket Money, an all-in-one personal finance app packed with tools to help you manage and save money, like canceling unused subscriptions with just a tap. If you're ready for a total money management solution, then download the Rocket Money app today.
What does the future of strength look like? It's dynamic weight that adjusts for you in real time for a more efficient workout. And you can only experience it on Tonal.
Hi, Dane.
What's up, Linda?
You around for the 2 p.m. production meeting?
My calendar's up to date. Did you check?
Yeah, I checked, but every hour is blocked off as Dame time, so I wasn't sure.
It's always Dame time.
So are you going to the production meeting?
2 o'clock? Nah, that Dame time happens to be lunchtime today. Sorry.
Oh.
Infinity pool in the back. Your chick wanna fool with a Mac.
I never imagined that I'd be able to be standing here 20 years after Jimmy V's speech.
I hear Jimmy's words in my head.
The most poignant 7 words ever uttered in any speech anywhere.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
So I will never give up. To be honored with this, I now have a responsibility to also not ever give up. I listened to all that he said, everything that he asked of us, and that's to build the V Foundation.
What I would like to be able to do is to spend whatever time I have left and to give and maybe some hope to others.
We are going to find a cure for cancer.
Because of all the donations, research, and support, mine is one of the lives that's been saved.
Jimmy, my man up there, we are not going to stop chasing our dream to beat cancer.
Cancer can take away all my physical abilities. It cannot touch my mind, it cannot touch my heart, and it cannot touch my soul. And those 3 things are going to carry on forever.
It's V Week at ESPN, and our partnership with the V Foundation highlights the urgent need for cancer research and the elimination of racial disparities in cancer outcomes. You can, of course, learn more and help support by visiting the v.org/donate. There you see it on your screen to join the fight. 100% of your donation, 100%, all of it, goes directly to cancer research. Pretty special. Started this foundation, the V Foundation, in 93. $310 million and counting raised.
You know, and I'm old enough to tell you guys this story. When Jim Valvano came into the ACC, comes from Iona, and it was a time during the 80s where ACC basketball was unbelievable. Yeah. A guy by the name of Dean Smith that I know you know was the standard, right? Yeah. This guy Krzyzewski joins the conference. He's coming from Army, never heard of him. Bobby Cremins down there at Georgia Tech. I mean, we had just, Terry Holland, legendary coach at Virginia, Lefty Drizel at Maryland. The league was awesome.
Yeah.
And Valvano comes rolling in, right? This guy from New York thinks he knows something about Tobacco Road. And he was so different, so totally different than what everyone was used to on Tobacco Road. And he was going to take NC State and do something. You're thinking, oh, he's going to get smashed. Well, it turned out to be a pretty good coach. And here's a shot of him cutting down the nets in Albuquerque when, can you believe it, they won it on the dunk.
Yeah.
And we talk about what Jim Valvano was as a coach and how he transformed NC State, became part of the fabric of what is great ACC basketball, right? Mike Krzyzewski did the same thing at Duke. And again, Dean Smith was at Standard. And while he did all this great stuff as far as bringing back unbelievable memories of championships and winning the national championship, here we are in 2022, almost 30 years after his death. And we're talking about the legacy. And it's not what he did in Albuquerque. It's not the cardiac pack. It's not what he did cutting down the nets and his great sense of humor and how even all that was spectacular.
Yeah.
The fact that his legacy is this V Foundation and what we're now doing, ESPN and the rest of the country over and over and again, the tens of millions of dollars, is really cool. To me, for somebody that's old enough to know what he stood for as a coach and what it represented for ACC basketball for the old school. Here we are, like I said, 30 years removed basically from when he passed away. Now I was at his funeral. And it's still incredible that that is his legacy. And to me, that is such an amazing testimony to him, his family, and what everybody's done to get behind it, whether it be ESPN or any other individual who's made a contribution to try to fight and beat cancer.
And you see all the people who win that award that you saw in that video that played before. People you've seen on TV for so long, and Stuart Scott and Dickie V, all those people. We all know someone who's been affected by cancer, whether it be yourself or if a family member, a friend, a neighbor. It affects everybody. So like I said, $310 million, and it comes in his legacy is such a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, with the impact like that, man, you measure a man by his character, and it truly shows you how good of a man this was. Like Pac says, when people talked to him, you laughed, you cried, he made you think, and he was a little different than the rest, and that's why people loved him. He truly spoke what was on his heart, and he spoke with purpose. And to see how he's laying this legacy for years and years after, people still honoring him, it shows how much the people cared about him, and he cared about the people as well.
God bless you, Jimmy V. Folks, enjoy the second half.
What if there was a hearing aid that could keep up with you? This is Jabra Enhanced Select. It's a smart hearing solution that makes hearing aids more convenient and less expensive. It connects with your phone, so you can stream calls and music. With Jabra Enhanced Select, better hearing doesn't have to start in a doctor's office. It starts with a free online hearing test you can take almost anywhere. So you can get your hearing aids custom programmed for you and delivered in days. From there, you can fine-tune your settings with your remote audiology team 7 days a week, so your hearing aids work when it matters most. Take it from more than 95% of our customers who report hearing better with their friends, family, and colleagues. And Jabra Enhanced Select hearing aids cost thousands less than you'd expect. So hearing well is easier than ever before. Try it risk-free for 100 days. Visit JabraEnhance.com.
Are your headlights cloudy and oxidized, making your car look bad? Are they underperforming when you need them most? Cerakote's Headlight Restoration Kit restores weathered headlights back to like new and keeps them that way for life. Stop wasting your time with solutions that don't last. Cerakote's kit includes everything you need to go from this to this. Simply wipe away oxidation, give them a light sanding, and apply the ceramic coating. That's it. The True Ceramic technology does the rest. They'll restore clarity, look great, and are guaranteed to last. Available at Walmart and Amazon.
I was a fool to let you down, and now you run. Oh, now I'm crying, 'cause I want you back. Cupid, Cupid, send his kisses to me. Cupid, Cupid, tell him he belongs to me. Tell him that I
Pizza.
send his kisses to me. Cupid, Cupid.
It's a day for the Tar Heels, their 10th national championship.
It's all about stepping up and throwing down. From motivation to coronation.
Long straight corners in a single game.
Breaking records, brackets, ankles, and new ground. Come for it all.
Virginia Tech a 10-point lead over North Carolina in the ACC opener, Castle Coliseum. Oh, give me some of that to the booth.
A lot of that.
Before the second half.
Guys, let's be honest. Buying pants sucks. It should not be this difficult. I'm looking for that one pair of pants that does everything. These just came in. They're the only pant from Fabletics Men. 4-way stretch, done. All-way stretch, you're going to feel the difference. The best thing about the Only Pant, honestly, everything. You almost forget about the deal that you're getting. Same premium quality as Lululemon, but at a third of the price.
My hair started thinning in my early 20s. I'm genetically predisposed, so we created Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement. It's never too late to improve your hair health. Get started at Nutrafol.com/man.
What's up, everybody? It's Ray J. I started Raycon because wireless earbuds are way too expensive. Our premium wireless earbuds deliver the best sound for half the price. You got me singing Raycon earbuds. Cut. Hey, at buyraycon.com.
When you get a chip in your windshield,
trust Safelite. This couple was headed to the farmer's market. When they got a chip, they drove to Safelite for a same-day repair. And with their insurance, it was no cost to them. That's service the way you need it.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Did I say the Groove wallet is the most satisfying wallet in the world?
We do this all day. It's so satisfying.
Bro. I can't stop. Get your Groove wallet today at groovelife.com.
Dare to dream of your role in the world. At Virginia Tech, you can claim it.
Hi, William Shatner here. It's the Medicare annual enrollment period, and this year, it's simple. 1, before the deadline, call the number below. 2, check your zip code for a Medicare Advantage plan with prescriptions, dental care, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. 3, you'll find out what you're eligible for. AEP has a deadline. Call now.
I called to find a plan that covers more of my dental expenses.
I call every year to make sure my doctor is still in my plan.
I called to find a plan with lower copays.
I called to see if my zip code has a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I call every year to make sure my plan's copays didn't go up.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You should too. AEP has a deadline, so don't delay. Call now.
Call 1-800-488-3986. That's 1-800-488-3986 now.
You're watching ACC Network Basketball presented by Food Lion. Second half about to begin. So it's an orange out in Blacksburg. The students in the Castle Guard have linked the orange towels together. I think that could go a football field length.
They've done their part. They've done their part. They've been great.
Virginia Tech a 10-point lead over the ACC favorites, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Randolph Childress. Jay Alder with you. But, besides the student section, the atmosphere, what's impressed you most about Virginia Tech today?
I just think their pace and execution on the offensive end. They're not turning the basketball over. They're getting whatever shot they want. They're only getting in trouble when they take quick shots. If they execute their half-court offense, they get whatever they want.
Yeah, it was Hunter Couture that really set the tone in this first half. And the Hokies' defense so dominant.
They're forcing turnovers, and this is the Achilles heel of the North Carolina team. Just, you got to kick that to the corner. You don't. It's offensive foul instead of an open three. Here, again, bad pass, live ball turnover. This was another live ball turnover. Get your teammate put on a poster. Carolina right now in their losses, this has been the biggest difference when you watch their stats. Today, they're losing the game in the paint. They're not controlling the paint. They only got 12 points in the paint. They had 50 against Indiana. Right now, Virginia Tech is outscoring 22-12 in the paint. They're already minus 10 in that category. So it's a lot to change, but I think the biggest concern that you can control is actually turning the basketball over. Just way too many turnovers for Carolina. They're leading the live basketball.
The big story in the first half for North Carolina is Armando Bacot did not play. We spoke with Hubert Davis before the game. He said he is not injured. He's sore.
Yeah.
Clearly, we expected him to play after that conversation and then did not see him. So something to monitor, but he's not going to play.
No.
If he didn't play in the first half, he's not going to play. So without Armando Bacot, the preseason ACC Player of the Year, this awesome atmosphere in Castle Coliseum, it's been all Virginia Tech. If they replicate that performance in the second half, they'll win big.
If they play the way they played in the first half, they may run away with this. But if you're a Carolina fan, again, take care of the basketball, play with pace. They have a chance to get back in it. They hung around. They're not going anywhere. This is only a 10-point game.
And they start the second half with Caleb Love and R.J. Davis on the court together. They were both in foul trouble in that first half, so that backcourt tandem, we didn't get to see a lot of possessions where they were both on the court.
It's interesting to see the matchups right now. They're putting Nance on Justin Mutz.
Basile left open for three. Cash money from Grant Basile to start this second half.
And that's why I asked about that matchup. I think Puff Johnson will fare much better defensively against Justin Mutz. I think Basili's just a little big and his ability to stretch the floor.
That's a jump ball.
Just coming out of that timeout, you see it. A pin down for a big. Bigs aren't used to having to defend bigs coming off pin downs. And great pin down from a guard on a big. And when you got a big shooting the well as Basili does, I mean, it's tough to match up. Big guys just aren't used to coming off or know how to defend pin down ball screens and defending on the perimeter.
Ball on the floor. North Carolina recovers. 8 seconds to shoot. Here's R.J. Davis. Draws the foul.
And we talked about early in the first half, Virginia Tech just shoots the ball so well, so it opens the paint up. And right now, Carolina's just not shooting the ball well from behind the three-point line. And even their best players, I mean, last year, so far this year, Davis and Love are shooting a career worst. They're both sub 30% from three-point range. And I believe a lot of that is shot selection. You know, your field goal percentage is indicative of your shot selection. And that hard hedge coming off dribble handoffs and ball screens is really giving Love and Davis.
Nance in the post. Wave off the basket, a travel before he shot it.
Switch pivot feet, and when he reversed back, I think he's he doesn't like the call, but I think he changed pivot feet there.
The three-point shooting last season versus this season.
The only major drop-off from that list is Darius Maddox. I mean, right now, when his shot gets to going, look out. There'll be 4 guys nearly 40% or better.
You know, and again, everybody thinks that they're just a three-point shooting team, but
no,
they're a lot more than that.
They actually get the three-point shots by they spread you out and attacking the paint. So they just do it off the dribble. They don't throw it in for a post guy. And they will pick and choose depending on the matchups and post certain guys.
Scoop to the hoop for Justin Mutz, and Virginia Tech leads by 15.
Nance gambled on a steal here. Got caught in the backside. Just a direct line and drive by Mutz. Lefty late with the reverse. Put the Hokies up 15.
Largest lead of the afternoon for Virginia Tech. Nance denied at the rim, but a foul called. Grant Basili called for a foul.
I know the fans don't like it, but a great look, great post up. I expect Pete Nance to do this a lot more. Good, strong finish. Thought that was a good block, though. Looked like he got all ball. But they don't take fouls back. I hadn't noticed him to do that at all. So, tough call if you're a Hokie fan, but again,
shooting into the Castle guard, Nance makes both of them.
Carolina's extending their defense a little bit. They're picking up full court now. But this is where Justin Mutz becomes the point guard for you. They're going to get it back to Padula.
There haven't been many possessions where North Carolina's been able to set their defense.
No. Well, when you turn the basketball over, the problem that they have is that Virginia Tech is just attacking them in so many different ways. Got Pete Nance with the knee in his back. He can't stick that knee and extend that forearm in the post defense. Got to get there.
Padula, leading scorer on the season at 17 a game. Only has 6 today. Assisting for Justin Mutz. He's getting anything he wants going to the hole.
That's what makes him so difficult to guard. I mean, if you're going to give up something to him, you got to make him beat you shooting jump shots.
Davis trying to answer. It falls. R.J. Davis quiets the crowd. That's a tough take.
That's a tough finish. I mean, he gets his body into Basili so he can't time him and block his shot, and kisses it off the glass.
Can North Carolina string together enough stops? Padula shooting over everybody, misses it.
Virginia Tech is missing shots. I don't think Carolina's making them miss. I think that's the difference between the two teams.
Davis cashes in. Wide open, back-to-back buckets for R.J. Davis.
Good sight to see if you're a Carolina fan, getting him going. I think he's so talented offensively.
Padula, runner off the window and in.
Like I said, I just think it's too easy for them right now. They're killing Carolina in the paint. They're just getting easy looks. If it's not Padula, it's Mutz. They're just taking their time and they're just softening it up, and then they get their threes after that. They're just controlling the paint. I mean, what do you say? And that's something you don't hear often with a Carolina coach team, especially when you got a guy like Armando Bacot in the roster.
Mutz getting in on the act from three.
On cue, we just talked about it. Got 3 straight layups, finishing at the paint. You start worrying about protecting the rim, and then now start knocking down threes.
A 16-point lead for Virginia Tech. This is the largest deficit of the season for North Carolina.
And I just said before, you want to give Justin Mutz jump shots, but again, he softened you up. You gave him confidence with the layups, and then you give him an open three. You can't embarrass him into a shot. He's only shooting 28% from the year on three, but he's shooting it well tonight.
And here's the problem for Hubert Davis in North Carolina. You were the runaway favorites in the ACC preseason.
Yeah.
Number 1 team in the country coming into this year. You went to the national championship a year ago. Sure, you're without Armando Bacot today, but this is a fan base that is, I don't care what the expectations are. They never want to lose 4 games in a row.
No, you don't. And they need to get back. They need practice time. You know, I know everyone is impatient. This team has gone through it. They went through it no different than they were a year ago. And they actually, things turned around. They played against this very same Hokie team.
Foul called on the block. V-Week here on ESPN. When we come back, you are going to hear the powerful story of the Wessler family. Don't want to miss it.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are mighty, annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV? Get all the channels you want with all the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Try free at FuboTV.com.
Introducing the leading interactive fitness mirror.
Let's go. Hit it.
Don't fit in. Fitcher. Go to Fitcher.com to get our best offer of the year.
I didn't want to get into credit cards. I didn't know anything about it, and it felt very risky to me. But my friend told me about the Chime Credit Builder card, and it was crazy. I didn't have to worry about interest, fees, credit checks. My score's up 80 points. Join me at Chime.com.
At FreeFly, we believe in more. More comfort, more freedom, more versatility, more adventures with family and friends. Shop now at freeflyapparel.com.
Took a mirror to the back. I was like, oh, wow. My hair is thinning. Did a search and found Hims. Asked a few medical history questions. I could do it from anywhere. There's a product out there that actually works.
Get started today at 4hims.com.
I'm Patrick Wessler. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm a freshman here at VT.
My name's Colleen Wessler, and I am Patrick Wessler's mom. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2014.
At first, I didn't really grasp the full severity of it, and but once she started chemotherapy and she started losing her hair and what they kind of explained it to us, and I just remember being kind of scared because I didn't know what was going to happen, because she could really have died, but she's a really strong woman, and so she always said no, don't even think about that. I'm gonna beat this.
What I try, nobody wants to have cancer, nobody wants to be sick, but you deal with the cards you're dealt with, and with that, I made it a point to show my kids, no matter what happens, don't lose your faith in God. Don't give up.
I just think that beating cancer is an inspiration to a lot of people. So I think that I would say just that I love you and you're an awesome person and an inspiration.
Appreciate Colleen and Patrick Wessler sharing their story with us. All part of V-Week here on ESPN. We remind you that you can join the fight against cancer by visiting v.org/donate. 100% of your donation goes directly to cancer research. Randolph Childress, Jay Alter with you. Virginia Tech continuing to control this game on both sides.
You saw him crash into glass just the last play. And in here, you really see a big issue that Carolina has in their offense, and it's going to be much bigger without Armando Bacot is. They're just hedging that ball screen so hard. Carolina's getting nothing out of it, and it's just forcing them just to pull the ball out and go one-on-one.
Davis splits the double team, shoots. Comes up empty. An offensive rebound, but it's immediately deflected away. First one of the game.
First one of the game, which is amazing to hear. When you're so used to Carolina being a dominant team, it was a staple in their program.
No Armando Bacot. It's caused huge problems. Virginia Tech, another offensive rebound. They've now got 6. Foul on the floor. Did you think North Carolina would be down by 16 at any point this season?
Well, anything is possible when you don't play great. But again, coming into this game, let's be honest. Aside from Armando Bacot, who was unhealthy, he didn't play necessarily great in the Indiana game. I thought Trace Jackson-Davis outplayed him in that performance of that game. And I know he got dinged up, but the guard play for Carolina just has not been great. And they have to fix that. And what I mean by that is the backcourt shot selection and their ability to knock down three-point shots is vital for this team. This team needs those guards to score. And they're just not as locked in defensively as they need to be. It needs to be better ball movement, better body movement, and better defense.
Now, speaking with Hubert Davis before the game, he said the biggest frustration is they haven't found time to practice. Right. They haven't found time to improve. You look at that schedule. Out in Oregon for 3 games, then straight to Indiana.
Yeah.
You get home at 4:30 in the morning, you're not going to practice that day. Now on the road again here in Blacksburg. He said there's just not a lot of time to get on the practice floor to improve. And we need to work. We need to put in some real work to get this team back on track.
Everything that Carolina has in sights right in front of them. The minutes that these younger guys are getting right now in the absence of Armando Bacot, and they're getting at this point of the year, benefit this team as the season goes on. This is just their first ACC game. There'll be a lot of teams that are going to come in here and struggle during the course of the year. They're just one of many.
Mutz continues to dominate, up to 15 points for Virginia Tech.
Carolina just needs to start building habits.
Nance couldn't get a good look.
It's great physical defense by Poteet. Good.
Mutz stays in attack mode. He has taken over this game.
Haven't been able to guard him off the bounce. He's gotten wherever he's wanted on the floor. Continues to get to the rim, knock down a three as well. And he anchors this Hokie defense on this end of the floor.
Love draws the foul.
Mutz just coming down and just a little too much, too quick off the bounce for Nash. High runner coming across the pavement. He's in his bag. He's showing us all his whole entire offensive repertoire tonight. Really strong performance by him.
You look at that Tar Heels bench, Armando Bacot, the last couple of possessions, he's standing up, just trying to encourage this team. We saw him warm up. He's dressed, but has not played today. That's got to be frustrating to watch, right? Nothing you can do.
Well, the good thing is, let's hope he's just hurt, not injured, and that this isn't an extended injury, that he can just sit out today and then come back next game, maybe some rest and play. And again, this is a travel-weary team right now, heavy legs. But they got to start building some habits. The identity got to pick up on the defensive end of the floor, and jump shots don't fall all the time, but defensive effort travels. Rebounding travels.
Mutz again. 3 straight makes. It's a season high 19 points for Justin Mutz.
They got no answer for him. And they got their biggest defender in Pete Nance on him.
$13 points in this second half. He has blown this game wide open for Virginia Tech. An 18-point Hokies lead. And their foot is firmly pressed on the gas.
They will not let off.
Maddox swatted. North Carolina could not keep it in play. Justin Mutz, a game-high 19 points. When you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
When you're in the zone, you're in the zone. What can you say? And he's in the zone.
We pick up the phone because it's ringing. I should get this. Hello, this is Sam. How can I help you? That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Change your Gatorade, bro. Yeah, what's up?
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Start playing and never stop playing. You get the most from the game when you're having fun.
Did you know that ticket prices can actually go down right before the game? That's where Game Time comes in. Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time from thousands of trusted sellers, then shows you all the best deals. So we can get tickets at the last minute for up to 60% off. Download Game Time now.
Something amazing is about to happen. It's called Neil Makes Dinner with No Help from Me.
Today I'll be making a beef tenderloin with brown butter roasted veggies. No sweat.
Where is it? Neil, just pick a pan.
Got it. How am I supposed to make this without the ingredients?
Everything you need is in the box.
It's in the box.
Neil, don't.
Want to share? Nailed it. How easy was that? I am definitely going to cook more.
Go to HelloFresh.com/TV18 for up to 18 free meals plus 3 free gifts.
Get 20% off during Manscaped.com's holiday sale. Find the perfect present for that special someone at Manscaped.com.
Guys, these soaps are full of harsh chemicals that make you smell worse. Dr. Squatch is made from natural ingredients like shea butter and olive oil, and scents are amazing. My favorites are pine tar and wood barrel bourbon. You've got to try this at drsquatch.com.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you. I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy. Switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Auto Owners insures your car. Because sometimes something from out of left field
can literally come from out of left field. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Justin Mutz in Virginia Tech has blown this game wide open. 18-point lead now.
He's gotten it every way. I mean, here on the backdoor cut, taking Pete Nance in the post there with his jump hook, catching, driving with the lefty lay here. I mean, shooting the three ball. I mean, he's done it all tonight. I mean, he's been as impressive as anyone in the gym. And again, he's their most important player. I think Padula's gotten off to a tremendous start and their best player, but I wouldn't argue if you were to say Justin Mutz is. I mean, he does so much for this Hokie team, and tonight he's not just carrying them defensively, he's carrying them offensively.
2 seconds to shoot. That's a shot clock violation. Now, Justin Mutz outscoring North Carolina himself in this second half. Take a look at points in the paint. Virginia Tech 34, Carolina only 14. Very unlike a North Carolina team to be out points in the paint by 20 in a game. Caleb Love trying to breathe some life into the Tar Heels.
Again, Carolina just want to chip away. You know, maybe try to say, hey, let's get this under 10 by the 8-minute mark. Give ourselves a chance to make a run in the end. But this is the end of the floor they got to pick it up on. Right now, they're just like there. No communication on the drive.
Good recovery by Love.
Great recovery. Uses athleticism. But you want to communicate early, get in front of the ball, stop it so it doesn't get so deep.
Here's Caleb Love. Just made a three. This time attacks. Does not drop.
You can live with a shot getting in the paint, just knock down a three. Again, those shots will fall. They got to communicate and pick it up on this end.
Into Basili, double team, in trouble. Finds Padula. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Maddox open for three. Doesn't knock it down.
Good unexpected double team there by Carolina.
Contact, a collision between Love and Padula. Block is the call going against Padula. Well, you've got an opportunity to maybe get on ACC Network. Use the hashtag #AllTheDevotion to give us your vantage point. And you might just see it on ACC Network. Snap a pic, take a video, tag it with hashtag #AllTheDevotion.
Yeah, there was some confusion there on whether it was a block or a charge. One ref called the block.
Yeah.
Teddy Valentine was ready to call a charge.
They did decide to go with the block, and North Carolina, once again, they've done a nice job drawing contact in this game in the bonus for the remainder. More than 10 minutes left, and they can just...
They got to stick with it and continue. They can't get jump shot happy. They do a great job of getting him in the bonus, and then they started settling for jump shots. So you got him in the bonus. Just keep piling up fouls, get to the free throw line. Again, start building good habits so you can turn things around.
Virginia Tech in a scoring drought of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Hunter Couture back on the floor. Floated in, Basili. Beautiful left-hand finish.
They're just executing their half-court sets to a T. Got Basili against the freshman, Tyler Nichols. He's just too big. Tyler tried to front, but the set lifted the weak side help. No one there to help. Just a great call against that.
The freshman, Trimble, jump shot, buries it.
Great job by Trimble. He's not a great three-point shooter. Great get to a spot. Good job by Davis, just not forcing it. You got to charge early in the game by over-dribbling, over-penetrating. Just got to a gap, played off two, kicked it to the strong side corner. Just they're starting to play within themselves. That's what you want when you talk about playing, creating habits.
Great ball movement. Collins can't finish, but it rolls in. Justin Mutz again in perfect position, and he's got 21 points.
He's just been dominant today. Again, both ends of the floor.
Nance in the post. Offensive foul. Grant Basile got positioning. And a frustrating game continues for North Carolina.
I don't think Pete Nance likes the call. I thought he was spinning. I don't know how you get an offensive foul on a spin move. Maybe he wanted to call it from the earlier bump, but he was actually spinning away from him when they actually called the foul. So, no, Pete Nance not happy with that call. Just going to attack Mutz.
Mutz and Basile taking over in the second half. That time the transfer from Wright State misfires.
A lot of young guys on the floor. 2 freshmen out there right now for Carolina, and probably hadn't seen as much action and movement without the ball as Florida State is having. So, I mean, it's Virginia Tech is having. So I think it's just an adjustment that they got to make. Good learning experience for these young guys.
Davis, the floater falls, trying to get North Carolina a spark. R.J. Davis has 12.
Good set themselves by Carolina, getting ball moving, getting R.J. Davis moving. Coming off a catch and curl there.
Nickel could not keep it in play. Great hustle by the freshman Tyler Nickel. His Tar Heels trailing by 14, 7:57 left in the second half.
New York Life's product isn't something you can touch or click on. It's 12,000 experts there to guide you through life's biggest moments. This is our product. This is what we do.
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands high from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Where she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. My Miss Lindy. Why I love that little girl. Have you ever seen Miss?
Are your headlights cloudy and oxidized, making your car look bad? Are they underperforming when you need them most? Cerakote's Headlight Restoration Kit restores weathered headlights back to like new and keeps them that way for life. Stop wasting your time with solutions that don't last. Cerakote's kit includes everything you need to go from this to this. Simply wipe away oxidation, give them a light sanding, and apply the ceramic coating. That's it. The True Ceramic technology does the rest. They'll restore clarity, look great, and are guaranteed to last. Available at Walmart and Amazon.
Projects, the projecting gaming arcade now with animated targets to blast on your wall. Swap slides for different targets, but stay sharp, they move fast. Projects is portable to play inside or out. Family gaming gets an upgrade. You can get the Projects 2 blaster set and TV exclusive sticker sheet for $49.99 plus $7.99 processing and handling. Batteries not included. Must be 18 or older to order. It's the projecting gaming arcade with animated targets that's a blast to play. It's Projects from NSI.
Hi, William Shatner here. It's the Medicare annual enrollment period, and this year, it's simple. 1, before the deadline, call the number below. 2, check your zip code for a Medicare Advantage plan with prescriptions, dental care, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. 3, you'll find out what you're eligible for. AEP has a deadline. Call now.
I called to find a plan that covers more of my dental expenses.
I call every year to make sure my doctor is still in my plan.
I called to find a plan with lower copays.
I called to see if my zip code has a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I call every year to make sure my plan's copays didn't go up.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You should too. AEP has a deadline, so don't delay. Call now.
Call 1-800-488-3986. That's 1-800-488-3986 now.
Virginia Tech has built a 14-point lead. The Hokies have led nearly the entire game. Let's get our Food Lions food for thought. This North Carolina team coming in with so much hype, a lot of expectations. Preseason number 1, they joined Duke, Kansas, and Michigan State for a preseason number 1 that have suffered a 3-game losing streak. And you know what now you run the risk of a 4-game losing streak. And we talked to Hubert Davis. He said this team still dealing with the noise of praise. They got so much noise of disappointment throughout last season. Then they got praise during the tournament. Thought they'd just come in and roll. Nance rocks the rim. But now they're just recalibrating.
Well, there's a lot of this. It's all distraction. And the difference is that last year when they lost a bunch of games, they were challenged and they were questioned. It was motivating. I think the issue that they've dealt with is that another quick turnover here. One of the issues that Carolina's dealing with that is outside noise with these guys testing the draft. You got agents. They're getting pat on the backs, and a lot of times the pat on the backs aren't motivating.
All offseason, you get told how good you are.
Right. You get told you think you're going to line up, put your shoes on, and reappear in the national championship game. And as this team is finding out, it's just not that simple. Now they're being hunted.
Yeah, the 4 starters that come back, preseason number 1, and now a 3-game losing streak. Could be 4, but plenty of time left. 7:21. Yes. North Carolina on a mini run. They've made 3 in a row here. Picking up full court. They've made it a 10-point game.
Yeah, they're extending the defense. This game is far from over. There's no quitting this team. They just got to make this consistent effort on the defensive end no matter who's on the court, who's not. On this end of the floor is where they got to be better.
6-0 run for the Tar Heels in the last minute. Double team. Maddox in trouble. Keeps it alive. Padula pulls the trigger. Can't hit it. And a foul called. It's going to be North Carolina ball. Maddox reaching in on the rebound. The Hokies have fallen in a 2-minute scoring drought. It's allowed North Carolina to get right back in this game.
I think guys are turning down shots on the offensive end for Virginia Tech. They're getting looks. They're letting the clock run down. And then Carolina's doing a great job also. But these dribble handoffs and these ball screens, they're trapping them now. And it's giving Virginia Tech some trouble. They're giving Virginia Tech a dose of their own medicine.
North Carolina this second half doing an excellent job getting to the foul line. They've already attempted 10 foul shots in this half alone. Davis makes the front end of a 1-and-1. That could be the recipe too. Just get to the foul line.
Well, maybe it's just the way they need to play. They're not shooting the 3 great. So attack the paint, either off the dribble or in the post.
Davis connects on both. Just like that. An 8-0 Tar Heels run has brought it to an 8-point game with just under 7 to play. Risky pass. Collins comes up with it. Breaks the press, settles it with Justin Mutz.
Mutz will beat him as a point forward, so to speak, against any type of pressure. That time he was on the opposite side, and Padula couldn't inbound the ball to him.
Collins for 3. Got it! MJ Collins delivers from 3. The Hokies had missed their last 7 threes before that make.
Good confident shot there. They trapped in the post, and Carolina was late to rotate over.
Nance off balance, off the back rim, no good.
Justin Mutz with his 9th rebound on his way to 1 more rebound for a double-double.
Great pass. Collins rejected at the rim twice. Kept in play. 9 seconds to shoot.
Plenty of time left.
Mutz calling for it. And they call R.J. Davis for a foul. Hubert Davis can't believe it.
Seth Trimble just coming over. What a great block. Hubert's not happy with the call, but great defensive effort there by Seth Trimble. Man, that's a great block. Back-to-back blocks. This is the way Carolina needs to play. No matter who's on the floor, you see the fight in this team right now.
Great intensity,
yes.
And I think that's what frustrated Hubert Davis so much. But his defense responds, gets the turnover. Caleb Love.
They're just showing you what they're capable of. And again, more practice time and reps, you'll see more of this.
Great ball movement, easy layup for Pete Nance.
Seth Trimble's doing a great job of setting the tempo right now, too, on the ball.
They've got a different look in their eye right now. Defensive intensity. Collins, a three. Rims out, no good. Five minutes to play. Here comes North Carolina. Another easy bucket. R.J. Davis. Timeout. North Carolina's made 5 of their last 6. They are right back in this game.
The hot spots and pressure points on your mattress could be why you were tossing and turning last night, leaving you tired with aches and pains. But don't buy a new mattress. Upgrade it with the premium mattress topper by Dormeo. It transforms your mattress into a luxurious sleeping surface. It's the only topper in the world with patented OctaSpring technology, providing incredible pressure point relief and advanced breathability, so you don't wake up hot. Head to Dormeo.com now for a special TV offer that's only available at Dormeo.com. That's Dormeo.com.
Introducing Analon X, the only non-stick cookware engineered for flavor. Make it exquisite with our patented SearTech surface that holds oil in the center of the pan and caramelizes like cast iron. Make it delicious with our thick edge-to-edge steel base that retains heat and sears evenly. Make it with cookware designed to bring out every nuance and every flavor. Get 30% off plus free shipping at AnalonX.com.
We're excited to do business with you, but before we sign, I gotta ask.
Sure, anything.
We searched you online, and maybe you can explain this?
Can't believe that garbage is still coming in. That is so false.
Frustrated with your online search results? Call Reputation Defender today to join tens of thousands who've improved their online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 1-877-866-8555.
Why is everyone talking about Navage and nasal irrigation?
I am one who suffers from chronic sinus infection.
You need to clean that crap out of your nose.
Navage is simple. Your nose is the body's air filter, but it's not perfect. Navage is a drug-free way to help flush out allergens, mucus, and germs using powered suction. Join nearly 3 million Navage users so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier.
I love this thing.
It's nice to breathe.
Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
$273. This is how much you spend every month on subscriptions.
I only have like 2 or 3, right?
That's what we all think. But in reality, we have so much more that we don't even know we're paying for.
So how do I put more of this cash back in my pocket?
Rocket Money is a financial app that tells you every subscription you're paying for. Even that one you forgot about from 5 years ago.
Huh, I can't believe I'm still paying for this. I'll call and cancel right now.
Whoa. With Rocket Money, they even cancel it for you.
Really?
All you have to do is tap a few buttons, and they'll take care of it. Download Rocket Money today.
Everyone is ready for Monday Night Football. The Saints meet the Buccaneers.
How about North Carolina? Pete Nance and company, they have cut the lead. Getting anything they want on the offensive end after they've struggled for most of this game, Randolph.
Pete Nance stepped it up on the offensive end when they've gotten to the half-court sets. But the catalyst of this is like that, generating offense from the defensive end of the floor. And Carolina's extended their defense here in the second half, and they've scratched back and got themselves back in this game.
Virginia Tech had an 18-point lead 7.5 minutes ago. Since then, North Carolina on an 18-7 run. They've dialed up the defensive pressure, the intensity. Mutz needed that bucket. The go-to man now, 23 points on the night.
It's a great job by Mutz identifying the mismatch. He knew he had R.J. Davis on him and just turned his back, backing down to the post.
Nothing but air.
Quick shot for Carolina. Got plenty of time if you run your half-court offense and execute. Something Tyler Nickel will learn as he's young in his career here.
Mutz wants it again, trying to hit a cutting Padula. Turnover.
It's a good look by Justin Mutz. Good idea, just coming in a little hot. Padula told him good pass. I think Carolina got to come a little bit earlier on that trap. It's a little delayed, allowing him a chance to kind of look at the landscape and find weak side cutters.
Here's Caleb Love. Runner. Got it to go.
That's the scary thing about Love and Davis when they get going. When they're playing well in close games like that, they're just so explosive and difficult to stop.
They each have 16 points tonight to lead the Tar Heels. They are willing this team back. Trailed by as many as 18. Trimble called for the reach-in. He's been really good on defense down the stretch. We've got a fun finish. A little more than 3:30 left in it.
Eat Fresh Refresh just won't stop. Now Subway's refreshing their catering with easy order platters and lunch boxes perfect for any party. Pool parties, tailgates, holiday parties, even retirement parties.
Man, I love parties.
Subway keeps refreshing and refreshing.
Send no blitz. Send no blitz.
When I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
Start playing and never stop playing. You get the most from the game when you're having fun.
What's up, everybody? It's Ray J. Raycon wireless earbuds are the perfect gift this holiday season. Our premium wireless earbuds sound the best, and they're half the price of the competition. Head over to buyraycon.com and save 15% off Raycon products this holiday season.
Did I mention the Groove Belt is the best belt in the world?
It's the best belt in the world.
It's the best belt in the world.
I can't stop doing that.
Bro. I did? Well, did I mention you can get yours at groovelife.com? Do it.
When you get a chip in your windshield, trust Safe Life. This couple was headed to the farmer's market. When they got a chip, they drove to Safe Life for a same-day repair. And with their insurance, it was no cost to them. That's service the way you need it.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
As a young man, my hair started to thin. I couldn't sleep, I was stressed about it, and there were a few options out there. Nutrafol is a drug-free, natural supplement that gave me my hair, my health, and my confidence back.
Get started at Nutrafol.com/man.
We are all in on the moment. Popping trays in the driveway and getting buckets on the court. The playground of future stars.
Scored by freshman.
All in on the crazies. From the nose zone to the Oakland Zoo. Point guard, meet Castle Guard. The old foes and Tobacco Rose. Blue Bloods and Bad Bloods. And the Devils awaiting their due. All in on the standouts.
And he's got a triple-double.
Triple doubles and heated huddles. Close calls and closer memories of throwing down at Tiger Town. All in on the game. The who's and the who's next. All in on the ACC. All the PTPs and tomorrow's MVPs. The conference that raises and the teams that shape us. We are all in for all time. Come for it all.
ACC Network Basketball is presented by Food Lion, the official grocer of the ACC. Randolph Childress, Jay Alter with you. The Tar Heels don't look now. They trailed by 18. They've done it with defense and without Armando Bacot, Randolph. Battling back in this game, they've cut the Hokies' lead to 7.
That's what you're going to have to do. You're missing your big. You're missing your first-team All-American. And you're missing your best player and what they've done, or your most productive player. And I think now they're resting their identity on the defensive end, which is what the Carolina have to do. They have to pick up. Anytime you miss a big piece like this, your defense has to elevate, and then you pick your moments in the game for each guy offensively to kind of add a piece. That responsibility doesn't rely on just one guy.
Padula only 1 of 2 up from the line. 3:30 to go in regulation. Caleb Love, R.J. Davis, each with 16 points.
And really they've shot the ball really well today. No poor shots. And that'll bode well going forward for Carolina.
Lines up the 3 and drills it. Pete Nance. Timeout, Hubert Davis. The Tar Heels have cut it to 5.
Relying on your veteran guys. I mean, Davis, Love, and Nance coming. I mean, you put the ball in Love's hand, he comes off the switching ball screens. He's late, no rotation, and Pete Nance lines one up. We got ourselves a game here, folks.
North Carolina just 2 of 12 from 3 before that Nance triple. You're down 18 on the road. Castle Coliseum's going crazy. You don't have your ACC preseason player of the year, and yet your team finds the toughness to battle back.
This team is just showing you what they're made of. It's showing you what they're capable of. I mean, we're talking about this in a 3-game loser streak. That was late game collapses. I mean, they were up late against Alabama. They were up late against Iowa State. It's just late game collapses have caused them, put them in a situation. They'll dig their way out of it. I don't think anybody's questioning that. They're just gaining some level of experience from these younger guys on the bench. As you see now, Trimble getting late minutes on the floor right now. You got 2 freshmen out there. Trimble and Nichols out there on the court right now as freshmen for Carolina.
Motts gives it right to Love.
And one.
Caleb Love flung it up there with the foul. And it's a 1-possession game.
Carolina's pressure is really bothering Virginia Tech right now. The trap, and they got the trap. And this is what they wanted. They wanted to get the ball to Justin Mutt's hands. Just throws a bad pass there, and Padula commits the foul. Still a 1-point possession game.
Can't complete the 3-point play, but 1-possession game. 3 minutes to go here in Blacksburg. Virginia Tech led by 18 in this second half. North Carolina, furious comeback. Mutz, he's a one-man wrecking crew. 25 points for Mutz tonight.
Picked on the freshman right there. There was the back screen. He was guarding Basili. Freshman Nichols didn't switch, and Mutz got an easy layup.
Nance takes another 3. Comes up short.
You like to get something and at least get the ball touching the paint if you're Carolina, but you still got plenty of time. Carolina trapping ball screens is taking Virginia Tech out of making them use ball screens now.
Basili, 5 seconds to shoot. Drives right by the freshman. And Tyler Nickel commits the foul.
Mutz gets it. They're setting the back screen. You can't see it. Freshman right there. Nichols got to switch that and stay. He didn't. Mutz gets the uncontested layup there.
Virginia Tech now 4 of 8 from the foul line. And a big one coming from Grant Basili.
Cuba's showing a lot of confidence in his freshman right now.
Trimble and Nickel have stayed out there through crunch time. Here comes a freshman for the Hokies, MJ Collins. And Mike Young calls a timeout. A little breathing room for Virginia Tech after North Carolina cut it to 3. The lead is back to 7. ACC PM weekdays 4 Eastern time. I'm sure tomorrow a lot of bowl talk with the football bowl games being announced today, as well as a lot of basketball as Conference Way is underway. And you have felt that throughout the afternoon here at Castle Coliseum. Great intensity in the first ACC game of the season for these two teams.
This game has been everything we expected. I mean, Carolina came out a little sluggish, but man, have they come on late second half. I mean, they picked up their defensive intensity. It's giving Virginia Tech some discomfort. It's bothered them. I mean, you can't let them sit down in a half-court offense and run their cutting and movement and back doors and everything. And credit to North Carolina. They've shown some of that championship caliber DNA.
No Armando Bacot today. Dealing with soreness, Hubert Davis told us before the game. And yet, they cut it to 3, now trailing by 7 with under 2 minutes to play. Nance, righty hook, doesn't drop.
Carolina got the look they wanted. Got Pete Nance on a ball screen, on a switch with Padula, couldn't finish.
Double team, Padula passes through it.
Carolina's got to get a stop here.
And they do. Stolen away by R.J. Davis. Now can they cash in on the other end?
You don't need a three.
Through contact, the freshman Seth Trimble delivers. Up ahead to Mutz. Does well to keep it in bounds. Padula wide open from three. He buries it.
That's a gutsy shot. They struggled from three. He hasn't shot it particularly great tonight, but when the game mattered, he stepped up and hit a three there. That's a big-time shot.
Desperation three goes begging. Offensive rebound. Nickel up and in. And a timeout by Hubert Davis. Final timeout. 2-possession game. But a huge three from Sean Padula.
I mean, he's earned the right, as Coach said at halftime, to take these shots, and none's been bigger than that, and that's why he's Coach Young go-to guy. Clutch shot there. Team's been struggling. Pressure's been bothering them. Put it in your best player hand and ask him to make a play. You can live with it either way, and fortunately for the Hokies, he made the shot. Not always about how many you make, it's when you make them.
If that doesn't go in, everyone's saying, why didn't you kill more clock? But
well, that's part of what happens. You're trying to, that's a little bit of what got them in trouble. They stop running their offense. You're trying to stall. You're trying to run clock. You get passive. Carolina's running around. They're trapping you. They're rotating you. You're playing passive. That's an aggressive shot. So the way you combat being passive is just to get aggressive. And you can live with your best player being aggressive.
So North Carolina out of timeouts. Mike Young and Virginia Tech still have 2 at their disposal. 2-possession game. Virginia Tech basketball. If you're North Carolina, you try and get the steal, but then the foul has to come pretty quickly. You don't want to give Virginia Tech a full possession here, right?
Well, now the enemy is the clock.
Yeah.
So you try to score quickly. You don't have to have a three. And if you can't score quickly, you try to trap. You got enough time now where you try to trap, get a steal. If you can't, then you got a foul.
Padula had missed all 4 3-point attempts before that make.
And for the year, Mutz is only a 54% three-point shooter. So I'm pretty sure in that timeout, Coach Davis is letting his guys know who to foul. And the freshman Collins is 5 for 5 on the year, but he hadn't shot a lot. So you always want to put a freshman in this situation on the free throw line late if you can.
So they get the ball to Padula. That's who you don't want to foul.
No.
And yet they might have to. A ton of time coming off the clock. Risky pass. Mutz comes up with it.
Now you got to foul.
Too much time coming off this clock. 16 seconds came off the clock before the foul came in.
That's the problem you have when you do trap. The team does a great job of spacing. You're just, someone's going to be wide open, and Virginia Tech did a really good job of identifying that person and getting them the basketball.
Virginia Tech on the afternoon, 5 of 9 from the free throw line. And here's the freshman, MJ Collins. 1-1. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Clutch shots by the freshman. That's not easy to do. Man, that's a big shot right there. You don't want to have an empty possession. But front end of a 1-1. We've seen it countless times where someone missed that shot and the other team pushes it down and scores.
No longer a 2-possession game either. Time not on the side of North Carolina. Collins, a career-high 8 points with those foul shots.
Yeah, nothing but net for the freshman.
Davis has to hurry, heaves it up. A foul called. So 2 coming at the line for R.J. Davis.
You don't want the clock to stop. You're Virginia Tech. R.J. drove the ball. Mutz bumped him right there. Enemy is Carolina's clock right now. So Virginia Tech, you don't want to foul because you just don't want to stop the clock.
The Tar Heels out of timeouts. Virginia Tech has 2.
So you use your substitutions now. You bring in your veteran guys. You explain to them, kind of bark your commands from the sideline. They're going to deny, try to get a 5-second count, maybe a quick trap, and then immediate foul.
Back to a 2-possession game. 24 seconds remaining. Mutt's the inbounder.
You want his size inbounding the basketball.
Padula passes out of the double team, and Mutz is fouled.
That's what you want. Great thing is he inbounded the basketball, sprinted ahead of it, made himself available. Got the foul. It's not easy to do. Sprints inbounds, gets it back. It's not a luxury a lot of teams have.
And now Virginia Tech enters the double bonus, so Mutz gets 2 here.
A lot less pressure on you. He's not shooting it great, but 2-possession game already. It's not a ton of pressure. Carolina's running out of time here.
And the Hokies have made their last 5 free throws.
Might be all she wrote for the Tar Heels after that one.
Need a quick 3.
Got to get a quick 3 here. You don't have time. Not enough time left to.
Love from the logo. Doesn't go. Foul comes in. Comeback effort from North Carolina on the road. Falls short.
It did. But again, we talked about it before. There's no panic in this Tar Heel team. They showed you why they're preseason #1. I know they've dropped 4 in a row. There's a lot of distractions, a lot of talk out there, but this team will be fine. They'll get home, get some home cooking. But the Tar Heel faith will love on them a little bit. They'll respond. And there's definitely no panic in that guy. He's as cool a customer as they have, as there is around.
Deep 3 from Davis. Goes begging. Virginia Tech opens ACC play with a convincing win.
Great hard-fought game. We knew it would be. Again, the biggest surprise for us is not having Armando Bacot out to start after finding out that DeMarco Dunn will be out for an extended period of time. So a lot of questions if you're a Tar Heel fan, and they got to get back. But again, I think it's nothing that practice can't fix.
It's now a 4-game losing streak for North Carolina. The preseason ACC favorites drop the first conference game of the season on the road at a rocking Castle Coliseum. How great was this atmosphere?
Couldn't ask for anything better than this. It's been a great day. Great working with you today, buddy.
Yeah, had a lot of fun. ACC play is here. Had a lot of fun on the ACC network. For our terrific crew, Randolph Childress, I'm Jay Alter, saying so